Picture this. You're dressed, the blouse is genuinely lovely, and the mirror still whispers tired. You can't quite put your finger on why, but something about it is quietly aging you, and it is not your body. Here's what almost nobody explains. A blouse can't age your body. It only ages the light and the line around it. Change those two things, and the tired look lifts in about 5 minutes. So today I'll show you 5 blouses that are quietly working against you. Each one, the simple swap, and where to find it in your size and your budget. And that 5th one? It's hanging in 9 out of 10 of our closets right now. We'll get to it. I promise it's worth the wait. So, my friends, if you believe style only gets better with age, you are exactly where you belong. I learned every one of these the hard way, standing in my own mirror, wondering why a blouse I loved kept working against me. And then it finally clicked. Light is 2 things, the fabric you choose and the color you put near your face. Line is 3, your waist, your sleeve, and your neck. 5 ordinary blouses quietly dim that light or break that line, and 5 5-minute swaps hand it right back. No shame, no blame, no whole new wardrobe. Let's start with the one tell you about a blouse I used to save for special occasions. Satin. A little shine to it. I thought it read dressy, like I'd made an effort. Then a photo came back from a lunch, and I barely recognized myself. Every line on my chest, every soft place, seemed louder than I felt. It wasn't the light in that room, it wasn't the camera, and it certainly wasn't me. It was the fabric. I call this first one the magnifier, the shiny, slick blouse that looks special on the hanger and turns harsh the moment you put it on. Here's the mechanism, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. A shiny surface bounces light back at whoever's looking. Satin, slick polyester, that cheap glossy finish. They throw light in a hard, unforgiving way, and hard light finds every crease and catches every lump. It's the opposite of flattering. A matte fabric does the reverse. It absorbs light instead of flinging it back, so it softens texture and quietly forgives. So picture the same you, same lighting, in 2 blouses. The shiny one, glare across the front, every wrinkle underlined. The matte one. The surface goes calm, your skin looks smoother, and, this is the part women don't expect, it actually reads more expensive, not less. Matte is where quiet money lives. The swap is simple. Reach for natural, matte fibers, cotton, a silk crepe, linen, a soft matte viscose. If you want to test a blouse before you buy it, tip it toward a window. If it flashes back at you like a mirror, that's the magnifier. If the light just settles into it, that one's on your side. And for a fuller chest or a soft décolleté, matte skims all of it, without a single tug or a single word about hiding. Where to find it? Quickly. A matte silky top from Amazon or Style & Co. at Macy's at the friendly end. A silk blend crepe blouse from Talbot's or Chico's in the middle. A silk crepe de chine from Nordstrom if you're treating yourself. Figure under $45 at the friendly end, 50 to 90 in the middle, and 90 or more if you're treating yourself. This one was never about you photographing badly. It was one fabric, doing one thing. And fabric is only half of light. The other half is a color most of us reach for out of pure habit, right where it does. Question I wish someone had asked me 20 years ago. What color sits closest to your face, right there, under your chin, nearly every single day? For so many of us, the honest answer is black. And I understand exactly why. Black is the friend who never lets you down. It's slimming. It goes with everything. You never have to think about it. I wore a black turtleneck like a uniform. But the color that touches you under the chin is doing something you can't see in a quick glance, and this is the face drain. Color within about a foot of your face throws its tone straight up onto your skin. The right one lifts you. You look rested, brighter, lit. The wrong one drains you. Black, or a muddy, harsh shade right at the neckline, pulls the color out of a complexion that's naturally softened over the years, and it drops little shadows into every line. That's the washed-out feeling you can never quite name. It isn't tiredness, it's a color reflecting up. And if you've got silver or gray hair, please hear this. You have a superpower most women envy. A soft white, a powder blue, a buttery cream near your face makes silver glow. It stops looking like going gray and starts looking deliberate, expensive, done on purpose. The swap costs you nothing but a little courage. Bring a lighter, kinder color up to the neckline. A crisp white blouse genuinely brightens your face and makes you look fresh. It's the closest thing to good lighting you can wear. Powder blue, soft blush, warm cream. Not ready to give up your black? You don't have to. Just break it at the neck. An open collar with a light scarf or a white blouse under the black. The lift happens up top, where it counts. My own powder blue swap got me a "did you do something different?" at a family lunch. I hadn't. Well, I'd changed one color. Quick where to look. A white cotton poplin blouse from Amazon or Uniqlo to start. A powder blue tie neck from Talbot's or J. Jill in the middle. A cream silk blouse from Nordstrom at the top. Again, under 45 to start, 50 to 90 in the middle, 90 plus at the top. UK friends, Marks and Spencer, Next or Uniqlo to start, John Lewis or Bowden in the middle, and Jaeger or Hobbs at the top. Now take one breath with me, because this isn't about fixing you. You were never broken. It's about giving yourself better light to stand in. Before we go on, I'm curious, which of these two, the shiny one or the black one, is already hanging in your closet? Tell me in the comments. I read them, because light is handled now. And line, the waist, the sleeve, the neck, that's when the middle softens. Do the same instinctive thing. Reach for more fabric, bigger, boxier, longer. A blouse that skims over everything and asks no questions. The women who look effortless at our age do the exact opposite, and I promise this is the one that feels wrong at first, because it goes against every protective instinct we have. This is the tent, the oversized, shapeless blouse we pull on to hide the tummy and the arms in one move, and I get the appeal completely. It's comfortable, it's safe. It covers the two things we've grown most self-conscious about, all at once. It feels like kindness to yourself. But your eye plays a quiet trick here. When a blouse hangs straight from your bust to your hip with no shape at all, your eye can't find your actual body, so it assumes the widest part is the whole of you. The tent doesn't erase your middle, it makes the whole middle look like the middle. Shapeless doesn't read as slim. It reads as bigger, and, this is the hard part, the very act of hiding is what looks older. The clothes end up wearing you, instead of the other way round. The swap isn't tight. Please don't hear tight. The word is skim. Don't cling, don't tent. You want the fabric to graze your shape and keep moving. And you give the eye just one point of definition so it knows there's a person in there. Easiest way, and you can try it in the mirror tonight. The soft half tuck. Take the front hem of your blouse, tuck just the center 2 or 3 inches into your waistband, and leave the rest to fall. That's it, one tuck. Suddenly there's a waist, the fabric drapes instead of drooping, and you've lost nothing in comfort. One relaxed piece, one hint of shape. For a fuller middle, skimming is genuinely more forgiving than tenting. A soft shirt tail hem, a gentle waist seam, even a light peplum, which is very much back in a big way this year. A friend of mine lived in a comfortable tunic she swore by, until she half-tucked it once, almost as a joke, and stood up straighter for the rest of the day. Same tunic. She just let herself have a shape. Try it with Old Navy or a relaxed Amazon blouse to start. A shirt tail or peplum style from Chico's or J. Jill in the middle. Both easy on the purse. The budget pieces well under $45. The middle ones 50 to 90. So you've got your shape back. But there's a spot, a single inch on your sleeve, that can undo all of it. Promise from the start. A blouse ages the line around you. Well, this is line at its sneakiest. because it all comes down to a single inch, where your sleeve decides to stop. We spend so long thinking about the color and the cut, and then the hem of the sleeve quietly undoes the whole outfit. This is the cutoff. It's the cap sleeve, or the short, tight little sleeve that ends right at the fullest part of your upper arm. And I want to be gentle here, because this is the tender one. So many of us have grown arm shy. The skin up there softens and crepes, and it's the first thing our own eye goes to in a photo. So we reach for some coverage, and a cap sleeve feels young and summery. I understand it in my bones. But look at what that little sleeve does. Wherever a sleeve ends, it stamps a hard horizontal line straight across your arm. End it at the widest point, and you've drawn a bright line at the widest point. You've circled the exact spot you were hoping to soften. A too tight armhole makes it worse. It bites in and creates a little bulge above it. Now watch what a 3/4 sleeve does instead. It ends down at your waist, the narrow, flattering stop, and it carries the eye down and in, to the smallest part of you. Same arms, completely different story, told by 2 inches of fabric. So the swap is coverage with air, not coverage with weight. A 3/4 or a soft elbow sleeve, a generous armhole that doesn't pinch, or a gently tapering batwing that drapes and skims. And notice, this is coverage as your choice, not as hiding. You're not ashamed of your arms, you're just choosing where the line falls. A light chiffon 3/4 sleeve from Amazon comes in every color for well under $40. A silk blend 3/4 from Talbot's or Chico's sits in the middle, $50 to $90. A dolman sleeve blouse from Nordstrom at the top, $90 plus. Every price a ballpark, of course. I learned this one at a family wedding, in a gorgeous cap sleeve dress I felt wonderful in, until the photos. That line, right across the widest part, in every single shot. The next event, 3/4 sleeves, and I stopped bracing for the pictures. Same arms. I just moved the line. And can I say something before the last one? Whichever of these you've been reaching for, none of it was a mistake. We were all handed the same tired advice, and we did our best with it. That isn't you failing the blouse failed you. So tell me, which of these 4 have you got hanging up right now? No judgment, we all did. Because the very top of the blouse, right under your chin, is doing the loudest quiet damage of all, and it's the Here it is, the one I promised you at the very beginning. There's a detail almost nobody thinks to check, and yet 9 out of 10 of us are wearing it as we speak, especially the minute the weather turns cool. It's not the color, it's not the sleeve. It's the inch of fabric right under your chin. This is the choke collar. It's the stiff, high crew neck, the tight mock neck, the turtleneck that comes up snug, or a thick stand-up collar that sits close all the way around. And of all 5, I understand this one the most, because the neck and the chest are exactly where we've grown the most tender. A high collar feels like a cozy little wall, warm, covered, protected. It feels like the safe choice. But a high, tight neckline does 2 things at once, and neither is kind. First, it swallows your neck. It hides the length you have, so your neck looks shorter and your chin sits closer to your shoulders. Second, with nothing open at the top, your whole upper body reads wider and heavier, like a solid block with a head on top. It's the loudest quiet damage of the 5, because it works right at your face, where every glance lands first. Now, I am not about to tell a neck-shy woman to bear it all. That's the false choice everyone hands us. Choke it up, or expose it. There's a third way. Open the neckline just enough to give it an inch of air, a soft V. Not plunging, just open. Genuinely lengthens the neck and opens the chest. An open collar, or the tie neck and pussy bow blouses that are everywhere again this season. Worn loose and open, not knotted tight. Still want coverage? A light V with a long pendant, or a soft scarf worn open and hanging down. It covers, and the vertical line lengthens you at the same time, covered and open. You never only got one option. Reach for a soft V-neck from Uniqlo or Amazon to start. a tie neck from J. Jill or Talbot's in powder blue or cream in the middle, a silk pussy bow from Nordstrom at the top. All three, tier by tier, under 45 to start, 50 to 90 in the middle, 90 plus up top. There was a winter I practically lived in high collars, and a friend told me, kindly, that they closed my face, one open V, and my whole face opened back up. So that's all five: the magnifier, the face strain, the tent, the cutoff, and the choke collar. But before you change a single thing in that closet, wait. Because knowing the swaps is only half the battle. The other half is knowing exactly where to buy each one, in your size and your budget. Pen handy for 20 seconds, because this is the part that turns good video into I actually changed something. Here is where to find all 5 swaps in plain tiers, budget, middle, and treat yourself. So there's a version for every purse. To start, at the friendly end, Amazon, Old Navy, Uniqlo, and Style & Co. at Macy's cover nearly all 5. In the middle, the 3 names to trust are Talbot's, Chico's, and J. Jill. That's your sweet spot for quality that lasts. And at the top, for a piece you'll keep for years, Nordstrom and Eileen Fisher. UK friends, your equivalents are Marks & Spencer, next, and Amazon at the friendly end, Bowden and John Lewis in the middle, and John Lewis or Jaeger at the top. Every price today is a ballpark. I'd rather you check it live than trust a number that's already out of date. Now the exact words to type in the search bar, because the right term saves you an hour. For the magnifier, search matte silk blouse. For the face strain, powder blue tie neck blouse or white cotton poplin blouse. For the tent, relaxed half-tuck blouse or peplum blouse. For the cutoff, 3/4 batwing blouse. And for the choke collar, soft V-neck blouse or pussy bow blouse. 5 searches. That's the whole shopping trip. And if you forget every name I just said, keep this one rule: it's all 5 in a single breath. One relaxed piece, one point of shape, skim, don't cling, don't tent, and always give your neck an inch. That's it. That sentence quietly fixes proportion, top to bottom. One last free trick, no shopping required. Tonight, take any blouse you already own, tuck just the front center into your waistband, and open the top button. 2 moves, $0. And when you see your reflection do that little lift, that's when the real point of all this lands, and it's the thing I most want to leave you with. So, the real point. Not one of these 5 swaps was ever about hiding a single thing about you. That little lift you feel when the reflection finally changes? That isn't a smaller woman in the mirror. That's you, lit right, and back in proportion. Light was only ever 2 things: the fabric you choose and the color you carry near your face. And line was only ever 3: your waist, your sleeve, and your neck. And that 5th one, the blouse I promised you right at the start, the one hanging in 9 out of 10 of our closets, now you know it. The choke collar. You'll never look at a snug high neckline the same way again. And every swap already has a home. The whole map is yours now, tier by tier, in your size and your budget. No more standing in a shop, guessing. 5 ordinary blouses quietly dim your light or bend your line. 5 5-minute swaps hand both of them right back. So tonight, before bed, open that closet and find just one: the magnifier, the face strain, the tent, the cutoff, or the choke collar. Try it, swap. Give yourself the 5 minutes, because this was never about fixing you, my friends. There was never anything about you that needed fixing. It's about looking like yourself, only brighter. No rules. This one's for you. So come tell me in the comments, which of the 5 is hanging in your closet right now, and which swap are you reaching for first? I read every one. Next time, we're staying right here in real body territory. How to wear sandals after 60, comfortable, pretty, and nothing to hide. Pour yourself something warm, and come meet me there.